YouTube, how's it going? The Goat House is back with some more NFL record predictions for the 2020 season. Going through every team and going game by game. This video for the LA Rams. We did every single team except for the Rams and the Seahawks. So we're just finishing up here. We got playoff predictions on the way after we get through the rest of these. And you guys will basically create your own playoff predictions, seedings, and then throughout the playoffs around Super Bowl, and that is voted for on Twitter. You guys been voting for division winners. We're going to finish that. You guys are going to vote for seeds, wild cards, and round by round playoffs. So you guys are creating a video, a series of polls we'll be releasing with the rest of the week here. So you're going to want to follow that Twitter, turn notifications on for that to be involved. I cannot wait for that video. Appreciate the support. We hit 50K recently on our main channel here. Need some extra help on our second channel, which content will be coming more and more to that in the future. So would appreciate a subscription, a follow to any of these things you see on the screen. The links for these will be in the description in the comments. PlayoffPredictors.com is the website we're using to make these predictions. You can go ahead and make your own predictions. Come back to the comments. Let me know what you got. The Rams, tough team to figure out for this year. Obviously just in the Super Bowl a couple years ago, down year last year. I think the couple reasons why it was a down year. The easy thing, and maybe the lazy thing to do is say, well, Jared Goff didn't play anywhere near as good, which I wouldn't disagree with you saying that he didn't play anywhere near as good. That is actually a fact, but that's really not all there is to it. The offensive line really let him down. The offensive line play was top tier the previous year, and it was pretty poor last year. But there was some poor choices within the front office to let certain guys go and keep kind of riding with veteran guys or trusting some young guys that didn't play a lot yet, mainly in the interior. So that's where the struggle came in. McVay had kind of a unique system the year they went to the Super Bowl, and it really doesn't get unique anymore when teams start to be able to game plan for it. They start to be able to figure things out. So a mixture, and Goff did not play good, don't get me wrong, but a mixture of those things kind of let them down altogether last year, and it's something that can continue. It is something. I still really worry about the offensive line. I really do. They had a really good draft though. I like their draft a lot. They added some pretty good pieces. I'm excited for the Akers-Henderson duo. I think it's going to be a pretty good duo there. It's just really about the offensive line. How will the run blocking be, the pass blocking? I do worry a little bit about both. They add Van Jefferson to the mix. I like that. Wish they would have added some offensive linemen, but you can't really blame them because there's some really good, talented players there like those guys. Look at the defense. Terrell Lewis, if healthy, is an absolute stud. He can start for them, make an impact for them. Terrell Burgess, put him at slot, in the slot, to replace Nickel Roby-Coleman. To me, it's an upgrade. Maybe one of the more underrated units in all of football. A unit that I really, really like is the Rams secondary. This secondary is really good. I mentioned they add Burgess to the nickel. I like that, but you look at Ramsey, second year with the Rams. This guy's a top-tier corner. Troy Hill really coming along. The safety group, John Johnson and Taylor Rapp. I'm a big Taylor Rapp fan out of Washington. Looked pretty impressive his first year playing. This guy is going to continue to improve. He's going to be a very good safety. It's a really good secondary. But the problem is the secondary, I think, will be better than it may actually look at times. Why that is, I don't know if the pass rush is really going to help them. You need pass rush to help the secondary. They can't cover forever. To me, it's pretty much Aaron Donald out there by himself getting pressure. Letting Fowler go and bringing guys like Leonard Floyd, not really the answer. A guy that struggled to get pass rush and only can stop the run as an edge rusher. But Terrell Lewis is kind of an X factor as a rookie. Got to stay healthy. This guy will get after the quarterback if he's healthy. So that actually can help. Obviously losing some more guys than just, Fowler, losing Littleton, some more guys there. So, that's kind of the tough part. Tough team to predict. It's actually a tougher schedule than I once thought as well. Pretty tough schedule. Week 1 against the Cowboys seemed like an odd matchup for the Rams last year. Doesn't mean it will be this year. Home opener, Sunday night in L.A. I think the Cowboys are more prepared. I think they can protect Dak enough so they can put up points. And then I worry about the Rams getting any pressure at all in Week 1 against the Cowboys. So I will take the Cowboys in that one. And then we got the Eagles in Week 2. I think it's a similar matchup for the being in Philadelphia as well. Definitely doesn't help. Bad time to play the Eagles. Carson Wentz healthy, all those receivers healthy. Some guys in the defense been beat up. So I'm going to take the Eagles there. The Bills game in Week 3. This is when I'm actually switching my pick for matchup reasons. I'm actually taking the Rams. What I think beats the Bills, what beats Josh Allen, the Bills, is really good secondary, being playmakers out there, because pressure doesn't really phase Josh. Pressure will make quarterbacks adjust no matter who they are. But I think Josh Allen's actually pretty good against pressure. He's pretty good at moving around, brushing guys off, even throwing on the run. But really good secondaries and tight coverage and playmaking ability is what will turn over Josh Allen, slow down their offense, which would be a low-scoring game here. But I think the Rams, the Bills, very good defense, top 5 defense. They're not going to present a crazy pass rush, though, which will definitely beat the Rams with their weak offensive line, but they don't really present that on the field. This game, the Bills might be a better team, and they're at home here, but for the matchup, I like the Rams here. Against the Giants, Saquon could be a problem in this game, but I think they'll take care of business. They'll score enough points to win this game. Against the Redskins here in Week 5, another tough one for sure, because the Redskins have that pass rush to get after the Rams and create some nightmares maybe for Jared Goff. So that's what the Redskins have. But I don't know if they're another team where I think a good secondary can kind of throw them off a little bit, throw Haskins off. This will be a very low-scoring game. I just don't know if I trust the Redskins to kind of keep up scoring with the Rams there. So I'll take the Rams. In San Francisco, the Niners have the pass rush to create problems, but they also have the offense to move the ball. A good secondary really won't affect them too much if Garoppolo is all day to throw. So I'll take the Niners. The Bears is a similar matchup. They'll bring pass rush all day. And kind of get after Goff. This is one that can go either way. We'll circle back and do best case scenario, but now that they had Nick Foles, I think that unlike last year where it was a boring game, defensive game because the pass rushes, I think Nick Foles actually can put up points unlike Trubisky in this one. So I'm going to take the Bears for matchup reasons. I got them over the Dolphins. They had the bye week. Off the bye week, they'll beat the Seahawks in my opinion. They got the Buccaneers here. The Bucs. They got a good pass rush as well. Athletic secondary, and then they can put up points offensively, so it'll be a tough one for the Rams to keep up. Against the Niners, I do have the Niners beating them twice just for matchup reasons. We talked about they'll continue to get pressure on Goff, throw them off. They won't be able to keep up scoring with a pretty solid offense in the Niners. I do have the Cardinals. Probably a high-scoring game in this one. The Cardinals at home get the job done. Over the Patriots here and over the Jets here in Week 15. I have the Seahawks splitting with them in Week 16, and I have the Rams splitting Cardinals. So they end up 8-8. It's a team it's a really rangy team. I think the schedule does not help them. Some bad matchups. Playing the Eagles earlier rather than later, playing the Bears somewhat earlier rather than later. For injury reasons, that could be the difference maker there. But it's tough because if the offensive line plays better than I expect, then they'll be better. They'll definitely be better. But going back to best case, home opener here, they can definitely pull that off. Remember, I did have them beating the Bills, which could be a tough one. I did have beating the Redskins, who will present a really good pass rush. We'll put them over the Bears here for the best case. I think best case is probably 10-6. So I do think it's I did say it was probably a big range, but some of these games I don't know if I really see going the other way. Maybe they can split with the Niners, so we'll go 11. So that 8 to 11 range. I do have them 8-0 at home then. 8 to 11 range I think is likely for the Rams here. Week 1, it's a pretty important game. Week 1 doesn't give us takeaways. Ram things happen, so you can't take anything away. It's an important one just to get in there and get that win, start the season off hot there. I did have 8-8. I think as soon as they get this offensive line together, we are back to a pretty damn good team because it's a good coaching, good play calling. I think Goff can be good. And they drafted very well. They got a lot of young players. The secondary is very young and really coming together. It's a really good secondary. It could be the best in football at any given time. I'm not going to put it at the top, based on, I think they need more pass rush to be able to help the secondary be the best. But I think complete the offensive line. That's the next step. And you got yourself a ball team for the future. So I think just like that, they can be back at the top. But it's not going to be this year unless the offensive line is surprisingly really good. So it's kind of my take on the Rams there. That is going to do it for this one. Only one more record prediction to go through. Then we're going to start the playoffs round by round in Super Bowl. You guys will be making your own video like that as well by voting on Twitter. So check that out. Subscribe to both of our channels. Would really appreciate that. That is going to do it for this one, though. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.